The results are dramatic when one of boxing's most famous pairs breaks up. Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis used to be a strong team. They were a teacher and a student, a winner and a promoter. Their relationship, however, is no longer solid. Tensions have grown between Tank and Floyd as he prepares for his big fight against Lamont Roach. Their fights are in the news, causing just as much drama outside the ring as the match itself. What started out as a public stress has turned into a real story. During a secret one-on-one meeting, Floyd Mayweather confronted Tank Davis. Things quickly got out of hand. We'll talk about what happened, how it affects the ongoing rivalry between Floyd and Calvin Ford, and why Floyd is mad that Tank has decided to quit without warning. While all of this is going on, the press meeting between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach turns into chaos.
Yeah, that's fine.
What up, though? Nah, chill.
Let us go back to the beginning of the week. According to people who know, Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis tried to work out their differences in a secret meeting, but the result was not what they expected. Floyd was already very angry about two things. Floyd was already mad that Tank dropped out of the fight after Lamont Roach, and that he had a disagreement with Calvin Ford. Floyd is said to have scolded Tank in the meeting for insulting people who helped him get ahead in his career and burning bridges. Tank wouldn't give up, though. One story says that Tank had been mad at Floyd for months, and when Floyd started to lecture him, Tank lost it. Witnesses say the argument quickly turned into a yelling match. Floyd accused Tank of not being thankful, and Tank replied that Floyd had been trying to control him for years. Floyd is said to have shoved Tank, who hit Floyd back. Security stepped in before things got worse, but the damage had already been done.
I kill you. You crazy? I know the fuck these niggas playing with.
This picture needs Calvin Ford because he is important to the whole story.
Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then he's one of the guys that held a lot of this, like this whole family together. Him with Kenny, but for sure, like them two, they held the whole camp together, for sure.
Wouldn't be here without him? Would you say that? Without Calvin?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be here without him. Just off of the fact of when I was coming to the gym, I was getting that love that I ain't have at home type stuff. So it was always like, Calvin, saying I walked through the gym, Calvin, like looking for him type stuff.
He told me he used to come to the gym and you'd be outside, sleep in front of the gym, in front of the door.
Yeah, I used to run from I go to school, and then from school, I go straight to the gym, don't tell my grandma.
During Tank's fighting career, Calvin Ford was his longtime coach and father figure. Ford, on the other hand, chose to help Floyd train for his next exhibition fight, so Tank stopped talking to him.
The touch on is the Floyd situation, you know. Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. And I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story's going to reveal itself, you know. But again, That's how you burn bridges. Somebody said this is the true colors of a person that's coming out, man, because they can't stand it. You know, calm is it. I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows.
So, why would Calvin Ford do something so big when he has always been at Tank's side? People who know him well say he sees it as a unique chance to move up in his job, even though he hasn't said much about it.
Never got Trainer of the Year when Floyd was Fighter of the Year. Yeah. His dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, you know, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets it.
Floyd has a huge business company, and Ford can now work with more fighters, get more attention, and have chances to fight in bigger fights than he ever thought possible by joining Mayweather Promotions.
Lifestyle, he may be friends with the guy that fights that fights in the main event, but he can't live the same lifestyle that the main event.
It's not just about making his job better. Several news sources say that Ford may not be happy with Tank, especially after all of his recent problems with the law and court hearings, as well as Tank's unstable personal life.
You got handcuffs?
Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask me, dog.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay, listen, I get you that you're upset, but we can't.
Tank felt cheated because he thought Ford picked Floyd over him. Things got even worse when Ford officially joined Mayweather Promotions. Tank sees this as the biggest insult of all. At the same time, Floyd sees it as an attack on his character and says that Tank's feelings and personal problems are bad for his job. Floyd is said to have brought up the Calvin Ford case during their heated argument, blaming Tank of being immature and letting his ego get in the way of business.
If he's upset with me over me being good to him, over me helping him, he can be upset.
I mean,
I'm not mad at him though.
Right.
He's entitled to be upset.
Floyd told Tank that he was a hypocrite, and Tank said that Floyd has been hurting Tank's business since he left Mayweather Promotions.
He was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
The fight with Calvin Ford didn't cause much trouble, but Tank's sudden plans to quit caused a lot of worrying in the boxing world.
Is at the next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Tank just told everyone that he will no longer be fighting in 2025.
Are you losing the love?
What changed? What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might regain the love for it though? You never know. Like like say you got to walk today.
Floyd was the most angry of all of them. Sources say that Tank's choice hurt him personally, and he saw it as another act of rebellion. Floyd is said to have accused Tank of leaving and wasting his talent during their heated argument. A lot of people are still interested in the fight that is coming up with Lamont Roach.
Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is. It goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, you know? Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people. It don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fight on our hands, you know? I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis. But
this contest was supposed to be one of the biggest events of the year. But the press meeting turned into a mess instead of building excitement.
They talking. They can't do nothing for you. They can't do nothing for me. They talking, but you know how I get. You know how it's gonna 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 get. I'm a machine. A real machine. You know how it's gonna get. A real one. I'm the same nigga when they ain't around. You think that you cut it around. Nigga before I'm 10 on mama get rid of him, mama leave him right there. Nigga before I'm 10 on mama get rid of him, mama leave him right there.
It was meant to be a normal news conference before the fight between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach on March 1st, 2025.
Overall, being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubted himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
There were a lot of people there, and cameras were rolling. Every day is the same in fighting. But things were bound to get worse with Tank in the room.
I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother. Now watch this. Now watch.
They gonna be
now
there.
watch. Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes ago?
You know how when they told you say how like I posed for Lomachenko, right? And like how he said like he was retired and things like that. I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we are getting tired of it. Like we've been beating our body up so long, but it be like situations like just now, like when he talking that spark the plug again.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Takes for you? Is that all it takes? Just a little comment?
Nah, but that's what I want though. I don't want you to fight me like you saying you're going out.
It always go like this. It always go like this.
Nah, what I'm saying, you just said you feel like you going out.
They go to sleep.
I don't want you to feel like you going out.
Lamont Roach also didn't hold back. He made it clear that things were heating up at the press meeting.
When he fought Frank Martin.
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
Hey, what's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock.
All the trash talking is building up to a huge fight in March, when both fighters are ready to go all out.
I can't do shit. Wait.
For real, so I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
They got the whole hood over there, like twisted up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
I can do whatever y'all want. My mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get f***ed up over here. What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee it.
Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool. Yeah. Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you out your spot. They gonna trick you out your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop.
Stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it.
LC Roach doesn't like Tank's talk about retiring. For him, it's an insult and a clear sign that Tank doesn't think he's a real threat.
He's going to retire at the end of next year. Do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why.
Roach walks into the ring with one goal in mind, to ruin Tank's plans to quit and make his name known in boxing history. Tank's confidence, on the other hand, says it all. He already seems cool as he heads into this fight.
My whole family's from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They gonna celebrate with me. You
don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking.
Don't say, bro.
That's cap. What I'm about to say?
How you gonna say it's cap? And
it gotta be.
You gonna say it's cap? I'm watching them.
Gotta be. Hey,
somebody lying.
Good.
Hey,
yeah, somebody lying. Hey. Somebody lying.
Hey,
okay.
Let's be honest. If Tank's last season really is coming to an end, he should fight Shocker Stevenson instead of Lamont Roach. There are clearly bigger and better fights for him.
But when you look at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at these other fighters that he should really be fighting, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come and but don't come and come at me.
Yeah.
And go, oh yeah, let's give it all, very big bollocks, and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick, and then make out like we want the fight. And then we send an offer over, and then you fight for 15 million, and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do all that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered. I said, listen, you keep talking my promoter's going to get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. But was it Unquell didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about 50 million. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows.
That does mean the end of the fight between Shocker and Stevenson.
Hope Tank, I know he's announced that he's retiring at the end of 2025. I don't know if you believe that or not, but
I don't know. I thought he was very sincere. Sometimes the hunt
fed up with
maybe, but boxing can do that to you, I think, in general. So I think that maybe he wants to do something different with his life. We can only look after our own, and that's Shakur Stevenson. And for me, Schofield, Zepeda, Tank. That's the plan for 2025. And if we were to do that, I think Shakur against Tank is one of the best fights in boxing.
This fight is about more than just fighting. It's all about power, honor, and leaving a legacy. Tank thinks Floyd has been trying to change his job for a long time. Floyd thinks that Tank is wasting his real skills.
It's not good it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and...
The Calvin Ford drama made things worse because everyone felt lied to. And Tank's sudden plans to leave caught everyone, even Floyd, off guard, leaving them unsure of what to do next.
Mentioned being retired, he also seems like he's got a plan before retirement, which I appreciate. Listen, man, life is about planning. And if anything, consider that a part of his plan. He knows what he wants to do, and he knows what he's trying to do before he gets out of here. At the same time, like Terrence, for instance, I don't talk to Terrence about retirement. He'll ask me sometimes like, how you feel, how is that kind of stuff. I try not to be overly excited about it. I'm excited as heck to be retired. But when it comes to Terrence, it's my boy. What I can is put bugs in his ear, in his head about wanting to be retired, because I know once the closer you get to wanting to be there, the closer you are to there and further away from actual competition, you know? So, Tank, you know, while he mentioned being retired, he also seems like he's got a plan before retirement,
Tank's fight with Lamont Roach is very important to him. He has to show himself that he is good, not just to his followers. Even with all the drama going on around him, the most important question is still, will he keep his mind sharp enough to win?
Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of.
If Tank beats Lamont Roach, it could boost his image and be the perfect ending for his story if he really does want to retire. But if he loses, it would completely change the plot.
I fight guys like Shakur or Devin. What would his legacy be then in your eyes?
I think his legacy will be in his time, which he need to be respected for, that Tank did what most of the greats did in their time. One ballot, as far as I'm concerned, Hall of Famer. So based on that, in his time, as far as his era, where it was loaded with fighters or fights and fighters that, you know, could have fought each other and they didn't. Every era has that same situation. I don't think they're ever going to go away or ever would be something dismissed from eras of conversation. But I think Tank Davis, you know, understand his path and going to go by what he feels. Hey, he's young still, might change his mind. Who knows? Something might happen in the next 1 or 2 fights where there's an automatic repeat or rewind of something spectacular.
Floyd has already said that he might come back to the ring. And some fans think that he will use Tank's retirement to get people to pay attention to him again. That's all for the video today. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell to stay up to date, and leave your thoughts in the comments if you liked it. Watch out for the next video.